Well, all right, I'm live, and yes, you are too. So everything is groovy. Yeah, I got it. And hitting the button. So, what's up, folks? Middle of the week, I guess. Guess it depends on what your perspective is. But nevertheless, for most of us, it is the hump day thing. So, hey, thanks for stopping by. Love to see you. Appreciate it. And speaking favor over us all. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Be of service to others. Best way to be. And hey, you're prospering. You're prospering whether you know it or not. But yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit about that. So, hey, it's a cloudy, rainy day. Cool. That's cold, but it's wintertime. So soak it up, man. It is the flavor of the favor for the seasons. If you know how I reason, then yeah. So what's up, chat room? Good to see y'all. Let me go over here because I think it's over here as well. It is. So man, I am all over the place here, there. So Danny, good to see you, darling. 10,000 lakes. British Columbia, I guess, BC. Hello, how are you doing? Deborah, what's up, girl? Simon, good to see you. Carol, good to see you. Jargo, Coyote, Prophet, Scotty Boy. John, how are you doing, my friend? Sandy, what's up? I haven't seen you a little bit. Penn Greedy, good to see you. And Elderberry, good to see you as well. Let's see. Bernadette, good to see you. Lori, what's up? Good to see you, darling. DC, what's up? Hope it's a fine merry win. Much love to you, darling. So, and Robert V. How you doing, Robert? Good to see you. He handles things over on the Soul Tribe channel. Check him out. Milky Way, I believe. So, yeah. Gaza. It's early in the morning. Hope you got some doing well, my friend. It's summertime there where you are. So yeah, I guess sun rises early, doesn't it? So to get you, Sandy, good to see you as well. Chloe, what's up? Wow, Susie Q, I see you as well. So lots going on. It occurred to me in a moment of quiet solitude that we live in a magical reality. Whether you want to believe it or not, I mean, there's a lot of the straights out there, the norms who, they don't want their reality moved. They've set their reality. And as far as they're concerned, that's the way it is. And, we can dig that. I mean, it's a big planet. I don't know if the thought realm has any limitations, does it? Excuse me. We're all full up here for the moment. No more thoughts. Guess, yeah. I mean, think about it. Can you stop thinking right now? Let nothing happen. Yeah. Tell me how long that lasted, Let's see. Honey Ann, good to see you as well. Hello, Emperor X. But think about it. I mean, does the thought realm have a limitation of thought? It's funny when you think about it. No more thinking, please. I mean, humans have done enough. But when you think it, hey, Joyce, good to see you. When you think about it, New Yoda, I can't think of anything. But you see, even that, New Yoda, is thinking. I can't think of anything. But yet, if I am visually acuity is within normal range, your eyesight will start talking to you. That's a wall. That's a painting. That's a microphone. Yeah. I'm sorry, there's no one home. Just, take it on. So, yeah, the thought realm. I guess what is the thought realm then? I heard someone today on a program I was listening to, and, bless her heart, she has the Christian perspective. And I was listening and I just started kind of smiling because she said, she says, the thought of death scares me to death. The thought of death scares you to death. That if your words are abracadabra, holy crap. But she was being, forthright, I think sincere. She says, I can't. She says, I don't even think about it. And I went, bingo. That she says that if I'm going to be able to think, if I'm going to be able, she says, to do anything, she says, so that's why she says I'm a Christian. And perfectly logical. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, who was it? I don't know if it was United or which airline back in the day used to say, leave the flying to us. And that's what's happened. Humanity has said, yeah, you go ahead and fly the plane. We'll just sit back here and we'll just have ourselves a great old party. And we forgot that who we put in the pilot seat. In fact, we forgot who we actually let up in the cockpit. Now think about that. What a term, a cockpit. Which leads me to the whole point of today's gathering. We're all under a spell, baby. I mean, brother and sister, we're under a powerful spell. And I'm just telling you straight, powerful shit going on here. I mean, you can talk about all you want to say you believe or don't believe, but hear me out on this. There is some voodoo in the hoodoo. That's all I've got to say. And cheers on that, right? So, London, man, how are you doing, my friend? But it's true. London man knows. Fact. And if you think about the metaphor, the pilot of the plane, the cockpit, it actually carries over into this realm. Because we still got the cockpit. And yeah, it's yanking our ass all around. Witch Moon, how are you doing? Good to see you. Favor and hugs all right back. Dave Sullivan, what's up? Good to see you as well. So the spell, man. I have contended, folks, these things right here. Yeah. This is kind of like it's a continual renewal. It propagates itself. And we're all connected to it. In fact, they're doing it. They're covering our planet in this web. Now, there's two basically points of view here. One is that there's no such thing as magic. There is a God. It is male. It appears to be, a Christian one. It appears to be also a Jewish one. It also appears to be, Muslim as well. Okay. So we got this tri-split personality thing going on, the Trinity thing. I mean, if you think about this, if this was a profile of a personality, they would say that person has multiple personality disorder. I mean, they'd be putting their ass on lithium. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh yeah, yeah. He actually thinks there's three of them. Yeah, I know. And it got this weird kind of thing in the family thing. You know, they're talking about a father and a son, and then they got this poltergeist thing. You know. Hey, but then there is the other camp that says we live in a magical realm anyway. I mean, if you take the story, you know, from our beginning, you know, however you subscribe to that, but if you buy into the general theme, is that, well, it spoke. Now, if it spoke, it had to have spelled. Whether you see the word or not. When I said word, every one of you saw WORD. And it is my contention on this subject this day that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a spell. So right from the get-go, when we got this spell shit going on. It's funny when you think about the word spell check. From a certain pair of lenses, you can go, yeah. I speak what I create what I speak. You know, and I spell. There is the thought that many people are bound by their own spells that they have cast upon themselves and have forgotten. That's a hell of a deal. I mean, you're going, now I know this ain't supposed to be going on like this. I know it for a freaking fact. Well, and you're going like, all right, so what's going on? And you never think about the fact that example, hear me out. So I'm just going to pick somebody out of the chat room I'm seeing right now. Elderberry, you raised your hand. I saw it. So you're going to be the example here. So Elderberry, and I'm not saying that this is what's happening to Elderberry. I don't know Elderberry other by what time that we've seen each other here. But so this is just a hypothetical. So Elderberry is dealing with an issue that, you know, it's impacting his life. And it seems to center around, you know, primarily finances. And he's got the knowledge and he's making tremendous, but there's something. So here's my point to this. And I don't know if this happened or not. This is just make believe. Back in 2001, on March 14th at 5:52 in the afternoon, you said to yourself, you know, God damn you, you're always fucking this thing up. You know, and then you go so far as to begin to curse yourself. Now that's a spell. Now people say, but why ain't people, you know, and Elderberry, I have no idea, brother. I was just using you as an example. That's you've put a spell on yourself, not even knowing it. We're creative beings. We create our reality. Yes, we are superimposed upon a background of reality, but nevertheless, there's, you know, at least 88 billion realities taking place right now. I don't know how many others. So anyway, my point is, it's a spell. Yeah, I was in the Christian religion for nearly 50 years. What the hell was I thinking? But anyway, I mean, it's interesting because you have the invocation That's a spell. Group spells are very intense. They have this limited range, but that range is to the individuals who participated. Then you have the benediction. And then they leave with, may you go forth. May God look after you as you go forth. And, they speak that. That's a spell. And you say, amen. So be it. Now, I know none of us do that here. So I'm not talking about you if you're hearing this. It's the others. But it's a spell. So I figured that, Carol, I was going to put that song earlier on that. Yeah, put a spell on you to make you mine. Love potion spells are very powerful. They are the most sought. You would think money comes in second, but yeah. Danny, you're right. The spelling bee. Yeah. New Yoda. Amen, brother. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, and then, you for me, it was pretty normal. I mean, I look back at, and there were sometimes in business where I was dealing with very religious people. And, and it's interesting because although they can't understand how I went over to the dark side, that's what they think, it's like, yeah, that's Steiger. He, man, knowledgeable guy, man, knew the Bible and thought he really loved Jesus, but apparently, man, he just went over the dark side. I mean, he let the devil just take possession of him. And yeah, that's what they think. That's cool. I can dig it. But part of that custom, because as I see things, this is a very magical realm. And if this is representation of what awaits us, oh, crap. I guarantee the vast majority going over there in the deer in headlight, where I have a sense that a great many of us on this side, when we step over, I could just hear a couple of us going, that's bullshit, man. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to show me. That's bullshit. I got a few points to make. I mean, what are you going to do? Wipe out our memory? It's the only way they can do it. Don't go to the light, Carolyn. Don't go to the light. It's like, run, Forrest, run. Get the hell out of there, But it's true. It is so true. Take healing, for instance. Someone wrote me, and Purgatory Traveler, get back to you on that. But here's an answer for you. So the gift of healing. Now, it's been documented. People like, Oral Roberts, Catherine Coleman, Smith Wigglesworth, modern day supposed healers are like, Gloria Copeland. And then you have the layman, the body, which is endowed with power from on high with the gift of healing. The laying on. Hey, David Barry, what's up? Right back at you, brother. It says by the laying on of hands. We do it still today. When an elected official gets elected, they take an oath. Ever think about that? So the act of speaking is within itself a spell. And again, in how I came out with the laying on of hands, well, depending on, again, the point of view or the lens that you're looking through, it's actually been done way before religion ever got hold of it. There's evidence that, we've had healers amongst our kind. It just seems to be that way. And it wasn't by gender, wasn't by male, wasn't by female. Truth be known, most healers of yesterday time were women. Women had the touch. Again, I spoke of Catherine Coleman in her healing crusades back in the 50s. What were we witnessing there? I contend it was no different than seeing modern day witchcraft, but under a different label. I mean, if you can lay your hands, not even touch a person, and have these miraculous things happening. And here's the interesting thing. You can lay hands on yourself. We seem to be equipped with that. But getting back to the point, in certain points of view, that would be considered witchcraft. Oh, that's the devil's work. Never figured that out, how healing could be of the devil. It's like, okay, explain that one again to me. But my point to all this is it's as magical as you can. It's beyond most people's pale of the ability to apprehend, much less comprehend the thought. Hey, Pen Greedy, what's up? You learned that from me? Who? Me? Moi? Here I'm going to tell you, if you're seeking, you think about healing. Just my experience. But I have found that a great deal of people that in my day, when we'd have the healing services, and that the physical ailment was systemic of what was going on, the turmoil within them. And if you could, how I would always go when I would lay hands on people is, as instinctively, I knew I was connecting to the auric power, the energy. We all have it, but healers, those who lay hands, who have got the gift, that there's a transference of, my hands get burning hot. They become really red when I begin to focus in on that, and it's a natural result. But getting back to the healing part, I many times found that it's the soul that needs healing. You could say the spirit, okay, but and when you think about laying hands on a person, I'd always see that I'm addressing what was really going on in the inside. Now I realize what I was really tapping into was the chakras of a person's being. It's like, told you, 50 years of, Christianity was my initiation into the occult, and it's worked well. I'm grateful for the knowledge I have. Why? Because it's transferable. It confounds so many who used to know me. How come I can still speak in tongues? Well, that's just the devil's talk. Oh, I see. It was the angel language, light language over there. But now, because I'm over here, now it's the dark language. I see. Okay. What can I say? It's but getting back to the point at hand, I'll tell you, if you can do the favor ritual. If you don't have it, I'll send it to you. We may just go ahead and review that tomorrow. Probably just do it. It'd be a fun day. And if you apply the knowledge, the gnosis that we've discussed here as this group for years now. By the way, someone, said that they couldn't find the archives. The archives are there. I looked yesterday, and they go back years. Years, I'm telling you. Folks, we have covered some ground. I mean, all of us on the other side, I have no doubt that there will be those beings going, wow, pretty impressive. I mean, we never figure it all out, but hey, at least even if I got just a poquito amount of it, it's more than I had before. And you can't take that away, but anyway, getting to the point, if you will just learn to lay hands on, you can tap into your energy. And I will assure you this, your spirit will speak out to your soul, however you want to define it. Now, many of us are pretty in tune to this, but it never hurts to have a little bit of reminder. It does. Love yourself. Remember, your body has a spirit. I have no doubt it will take when it returns back from where it came. Now, that's really weird. So you're telling me when I came into this realm, what? My body was dead? Because that don't make sense. It goes back to the dust. Well, wait a minute, Jack. I mean, I have a problem with that. I mean, insemination is really on that micro scale, right? I mean, I ain't seeing no dead bodies there, are you? I mean, there's life. We don't even think about it. It's like, but going back, I don't know. But if you'll just learn to lay hands on your spell, speak to the spots that are needing healing. I mean, self-love. People, we live in such a, how shall we say, restrictive perception of reality, of society, of culture. But, self-love is not one where, it's sometimes taken out of perspective or context, but just really love yourself. It's only one of you. And you think about your body when it goes back to wherever it's going to go. For myself and Lynn and I, it's cremation. But, we're going back to, my body is at least, but I have no doubt that the essence of the memory of what I've carried within the cells of this magnificent creation, God, it's freaking powerful. And I have no doubt it will carry forth the memory of myself because this went through this reality. Far out, man. That's all I got to tell you. Far out. So, to take away the lyrics of Stephen Stills, learn to love the one you're with. And that's you. So, anyway, as we continue on, hey, Sandra, good to see you. But laying on of hands, it works. It's kind of like magic yourself. I mean, I've been in this collecting, and boy, I'm finding some things really work. I mean, like that, baby. We're going to get into a lot of the incenses, and got a pretty good collection now. It's powerful stuff, that aroma therapy. And when you start adding the spirits to it, you add that spiritual essence, I mean, magic starts to happen. And it's like casting spells. I mean, it really works. It really works. And it's amazing. I told everyone this was, you could buy this from this individual that puts together spells, and there's quite a few of them out there, as you can find out. I just find it interesting. So I'm going to open this one up so you can see what this one, I think this one is, I think it's a prosperity spell. Yes, it is. So I'll read it to you as it comes out on this. Says, what you will need is money drawing oil, a piece of paper and a pen, a pinch of money herbs, a bank statement or image of something financial you want to manifest. That's optional. Money rice. Well, I happen to have all these things because it came with this. And a green organza bag and lodestone. Got all that. So spells, baby. Let's talk about some spells here. And remember, the more faith you add to what you're doing, the better your results. I mean, if you're coming in here skeptical, probably is, you're going to find exactly what you sought. You're going to leave skeptical. But if you come in with the idea of saying, you know, I'm an energy being, there's energies all around. Apparently, on the other side, they don't let anything go without having some freaking type of god or goddess over it. It seems to be a big thing, you know? And if it's a big thing, because we can plug into it here, the clue, hello, is that maybe you ought to get your head into what's going on over there. Because if you participate, or if you, let's say, invoke incantations or communicate, whatever it is, then you're plugging into that system over there. And it's a big clue for all of us. Oh, well, if I call upon the angels here, I'm pretty sure they must be existing over there. Well, if they exist over there, then, yeah, you go, okay. So, faith, baby. What's faith? Calling those things that be not as though they are. Now faith is the substance of hope, things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Holy crap, that's witchcraft. What? Abracadabra. Gonna reach out and grab you. All right, so you begin by writing down your name on a piece of paper. Anoint a few drops of the money drawing oil on the paper. Then take your bank statement and anoint it with the money drawing oil. Take the piece of paper with your name on it and fold the paper in half, making sure you fold it towards you. When the crease is away from you, turn it 90 degrees and fold it towards you again. Repeat this one more time so that there are a total of 3 folds. Okay. Place both the folded piece of paper with your written name and your bank statement into the green organza bag. Then add the money rice and lodestone, and finally add a pinch of the money drawing herb blend. As you are completing this task, state your intentions. If you feel inspired, you can add some loose change into the bag, or your coins from a spell, from spell number 2. Yeah, there's another one in here. Or an image of anything else financial you wish to manifest. Once this is complete, Place the bag and its contents by your front door. Every Thursday, either state your intentions or say a prayer. Nothing wrong with prayer. Think about it. You've been praying to yourself for longer than you think. I wonder why that is. Now I get why, I get it why the women in coitus start saying, oh God, oh God. I get it. Okay. In times of need, take a bit of money rice and place it in your wallet, around your workstation, or around important paperwork. You can also put a little money rice in each of the four corners of your home. Try sprinkling some outside your front door and then sweep it towards your front door to draw money in. Money rice can also be placed in your favorite bowl and left in the center of your home. Now, I know some of you are going, well, what the hell is money rice? I get it. I get it. It's not that. It is, that's the, quite interesting, this, there we go. So this is the money rice. I love this. I mean, to me, there's also in this bag 3 green candles. You should have in your tool chest ribbon. Actually, I've ordered different colors of ribbon. It's quite interesting, but for prosperity and for sales increase into your business, green ribbon works well. So there you go. Bonnie's going, money rice? Yeah, I know. Listen, you can make your own magic too. That's the great thing about it. Every spell started from someone. Oh, well, look at this. I happen to have this hanging up in my office. In fact, I'm staring at it on the other side of the office, but this is interesting. So this is the 4th seal of Jupiter. That sigil thing again. And actually, I know that this is a powerful sigil. It's in my office, and you can feel it when you walk in here. It's and I was drawn to it when we were doing, the Magick of Solomon, and then subsequently, when we did the study on sigils. Powerful, powerful sigil. In fact, I have a T-shirt with this symbol on, and as it says, to he who owns this here sigil, wealth and prosperity with peace and abundance shall be in his house and shall reign with him. Well, who wouldn't want that? I'm sorry, I don't want no prosperity today. Healing is prosperity. You've been in pain for a long time. You know that that's like. Let's see. Oh, there is just a number of spells on this. This is the Life of Luxury spell. What you will need is a Life of Luxury oil, 4th seal of Jupiter, green chime candle, money herbs, and a handful of change. We recommend working this ritual during a new moon phase. Well, we're coming up on that. Although this certainly isn't necessary, a new moon is a powerful source of energy to work with when seeking abundance or increase in sales or financial growth. I wonder why it's those large corporations that employ witches, and we can call them alchemists. Probably could call them wizards as well. They have a specific job. Oh, they don't do that. Sure they don't. Okay. It says the course of this spell is over 3 days. Begin by tearing out the seal provided, lay it flat on your altar, Next, get your Life of Luxury oil and dab a drop in the center of the seal. You know, I can't help but not be drawn back to my days and, again, learning about the Old Testament, the history of the Israelites. You know, that's how they anointed their king. They anointed him with oil. I'm just saying. See where they took this? Take your green chime candle and anoint it with the Life of Luxury oil, drawing the oil up the candle towards the wick. Place it in the appropriate candle holder and then place it directly over the fourth seal of Jupiter. When ready, light your candle and recite Psalms 23 or state a prayer of your own. I like this. It's flexible. It swings. So that's all right. If you don't want to quote that thing over there, you quote your own thing. You're a powerful being. Remember this. Anyway, add a few coins around the candle. Let it burn for 5 to 10 minutes. Gently snuff the candle out. The following night, light your candle and state your prayer or intention and add a few more coins. Gently snuff the candle out. On the third and final night, repeat the ritual. However, this time, allow the candle to burn all the way down. When the spell is complete, take your coins and place them in a bowl with some ground cinnamon and leave it by your front door. Hey, folks, I mean, where else are you going to go and get this type of knowledge? Yeah, I love this. I'll try it too. Why not? You know, I became a master journeyman, when I was a drywall finisher. I only got that good because I did it over and over and over again. In fact, my finger is actually turned to the inside because of holding the blade. Anyway, practice does make better. You better. So anyway, there you go. Green represents the heart chakra, and it is the color used for the balance of the sacred feminine and sacred masculine. I love it. I love it. That is cool. You know, you don't have to have a lot of money in the bank, though, to be rich. You really don't. There is a prosperity I was taught that, and if you look at levels of prosperity and how you think, but the bottom of that level is where you think you've got to have, all this large amount of money in a bank account. You really don't. Because if you really understand prosperity, the universe itself will provide you with everything you want, and even throws surprises in, good surprises. I mean, you can end up owning a house, cars, a number of other things, and you're going to look back and you're going to go, how the hell did that happen? But it's true. It really is, folks. And, what is the proverb says that it says a rich man must hire, have gates and hire guards, but a poor man rest at night. Yeah. So, all right. So we got some more time. I'm just going to skip through here. I got a lot of these up. And So we're just going to kind of go. What's this one? This is Modern Magick. Okay, let me go over to here to that one. All right, so this is the ancient spells. Let's see. Well, there's a sigil for you. Very interesting. You notice how each end is sealed. Okay, so what is this? This is a protection sigil from the Book of Magical Charms. This figure brought the angel of the Lord to Daniel when he sat tied up in the lion's pit and said to him, "This is a drawing of the highest God. When you will have looked at it, to you no harm shall come." Well, guess we ought to take a look at it, huh? So let me shrink it down to a little bit where we can get it all at one time. Now my mind just goes, like, okay, I could see that. Now, I don't know if this was the case. I mean, it was just Daniel there. Was it Nebuchadnezzar looking down or something? But anyway, all right, I can buy that story. Write this figure on virgin parchments with the blood of a virgin lamb. Now burn it. Okay. I'm sure back in the day, it must have been easier to get, virgin lamb's blood. I mean, can you imagine someone walks up to your door and says, "Excuse me, would you happen to have any virgin lamb's blood handy?" All right, so you burn it. Its powers are chains and fetters it breaks, a sword shall not pierce the skin, enemies it drives away, fevers, blood flowing, and all griefs it will mitigate, and the battles of all demons it keeps off. Cool. And they're not complicated, are they? This is Solomon's girdle against witchcraft. Okay. This is under incantations, exaggerate dies et dispentor in medicus ius. Iusus. Well, let's just go on. O impotent, ever-living, and ever-loving God, creator of heaven and earth, and of all things visible and invisible. O sweet Jesus, my Savior and dear Redeemer, that shed thy precious blood, interesting how they, for me and all that believe in thee and in thy incarnation, passion, resurrection, and ascension. Now, it shouldn't fail you to think about this now. They're invoking the names of these deities, but these very same deities, particularly that top one there, that God creator thing, if I go over into the book of Leviticus, it says to cut your head off, stone you, or leave you buried into the desert up to your head if you be practicing incantations or spell. So be warned, O thee. Yeah, I'm going, okay. But hey, maybe this is one that's the cool side. I don't know. Anyway, let's go on. O holy and blessed Spirit, my guide and comforter, that has power on our hearts and affections. That's interesting. And in our bodies and minds. O blessed Trinity in unity, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. There's the paranormal. Have mercy on me, thy poor servant, whom thou hast made after the form of thy dearly beloved Son, Christ Jesus, who died for my sins and rose from power, conquered hell. I think it actually said death and the grave, but I could be, The devil and damnation. Protect, defend, keep guard, and deliver me, thy poor servant, from the rage of the devil and from his evil temptations. I think that's actually temptations. From sovereign death, from fire, sword, hanging, drowning, and violent hurts, both of my body and my soul. You know, when I read these ancient, I guess we can call them not ancient, older writings from a time past, man, they were really bound up in fear. You know, and you can't have a very good self-image of yourself if you're thinking that you're somehow, you know, this poor servant. I mean, that means you're buying into the whole slave thing, you know? It's interesting. And then you got to ask yourself, well, what devil are they talking about here? They never realized that it was an inside job. That's all I'm saying. Let's see, to speak to the Spirit. Now, I don't know if these are, you know, the drawings that could actually be. Let's see, to speak with spirits. Well, you know, this really is forbidden. And I'm thinking to myself, so you just talked to the very God who said, you try this and I'm going to kick your ass. That's what he said. You know what I say? Well, come try kick my ass. A mano, one-on-one. Get off your high pedestal there. Get your sorry ass down here where it's just you and I. I've done that, challenged. You know what? No one showed up but just me. All right, let's continue. I digress. Call their names. Ormoth, Behemoth, Limok, and say thus, I conjure you by the names of the angels, Satar and Azamor, that ye attend me in this hour, and send unto me a spirit, now that's a capital S, called Serguragit, that will fulfill my commands and desires, and that can also understand my words. Well, that might help for 1 or 2 years, or as long as I will. I'm still getting into this thing, you know, why do I need their help? What? What? They got nothing else to do? They just hanging around, smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, and what? Now, I mean, a shooting pool? I mean, I can dig that. I can dig a beer and shooting some pool. But so now I got to call this spirit called Sakgri-get. I don't even know who the hell he is or her. I don't know. I mean, where's this cat from? I mean, what's its MO? I mean, it seems like, you know, if it's going to be strapping itself there and being the bitch of every human, I don't know if I want that. Well, sure the hell don't know who Sator and Azamor is. But I'm calling on them. And who the hell is Ormoth and Behemoth and Limok? I mean, this is the type of stuff that gets you in trouble. Not that the spell won't work, is that you've got, I mean, this is like the mafia. This is like I'm paying, you know, for protection. Got a good deal for you. You quote this, and I'm just going to need your sorry ass for like how many epochs on the other side? But anyway, let's see what it says. Pantheon, unison, Messias, Suthar, so there, Emmanuel, Sabaoth, Adonai, ruler of all, blessed, Messiah, Savior, Emmanuel, Sabaoth, Adonai, Lap Tenop, Ron the oath, dot, the gin. Othos, yon, alpha et omega, Eloi, Aries Leo, Anla, Maja, Ish, Mala, Ish. Okay. You know, they just don't invite me. It's like, oh no, here comes one of those guys. Oh man. I mean, they always come in here and ask questions. They just can't accept for what it is. No, they got to look at it. They got to analyze it, tear it apart, turn it upside down. You know, yeah, that's what we do. So strange, so strange, so strange. And then you got those spirits on the other side to say, I want to be with that one over there, right? Her. Yeah, she's got that. I want to work with that one. And they're there. Just invite them in. They're not there to steal from you or to hurt you. I mean, you know, come on. I mean, if that's your perception, then get ready. The other side is going to be a trip for you, baby. All right, to save a spirit in a glass spell. Well, this is strange. To save a spirit in a glass, to tell all things, they begin with a prayer to consecrate, the glass being laid upon a clean towel. Then they put 5 drops of hallowed oil on 5 places of the glass like a cross, desiring of God that's a sigil, by the way, that opens up a portal, by the way. Just saying, by the way, by a short prayer, and that some spirit may enter into the glass to resolve and answer them in all doubtful occasions. Well, hell, that's a crapshoot. How do you know you're not going to get a spirit that's just having a bad millennium? Can you see it? Hey, you, go and answer that prayer. Oh, son of a bitch, you know, comes in with a bad attitude. Yeah. Anyway, I continue. After they draw the 5 drops together like a cross and say, and I'm not going to read the Latin. You can do it yourself. But apparently it says, then they make a supplication and say, what is that? Solization in them, descendant in hoc spectum. Well, where's the English? There ain't no English. Okay. Well, you're going to have to learn how to speak Latin. Let's hope that the spirit or whatever understands your messing up its language. It would make sense that a lot of spirits would speak Latin, wouldn't it? I mean, predominantly. Then must the glass be washed and rubbed with crumbs of bread, which must be burnt in the fire, and so the supplication is made. Then gladly he will appear and answer to thy asking. Then they say before the glass, continue ad mana rogata respondus. Notruda, truda, norme installator. Okay, let's go on to this. But that thou shalt have one saying mouth to mouth, and showing all that you will desire. Take clean mirror and virgin parchment, and wrap the glass therein, and write these words on the parchment. Osmane lis crebe. Far out, right near the end. All right, we had a lot more to go through. We will. And this hour has been brought to you by the other side. May magic be your ever constant reality, and learn just how freaking powerful you are. You can turn any situation around. If you got time where you got to think about what is the negative of worrying about what might come, well, that's the same time you can be putting right into a spell. For instance, if you have that negativity of that thought and says, what the hell are you doing? You know, when you're doing your magic. then that's when you come and say, shut the up. You know what? This is my gig. I don't give a damn what you think. This is my gig. And listen, I know the saying that says all things are permissible, not all things are profitable. So get back, Jack. That's all I got to say. I'm just reading some. I love getting in the comment section. I'll go back and read them. I mean, y'all are just a fun group. You really are. I love it because I know what I'm saying, but to read the conversation, it's great. But it's true. All right. Well, I hope that the past hour has been one that has the gladiator would say, have you been entertained? Have you been entertained? Yeah. So, all right, folks, you are really, really groovy. I do appreciate all of you. What a group. So I'm going to make like a hockey puck and get the puck out of here. Yeah. By the way, I went to the DMV and what a beautiful experience. It really was. I had a great time in there. I mean, lovely person I was with. So, you hear the stories of the horrors of, DMVs. No, this was a cool place. So I have to say, Lost in Space, how are you? Lori, good to see you, my dear. 10,000 Lakes, good to see you as well. I hope you had fun, Chloe. Thank you. Much love to you, darling. We do. We think a lot. Someone wrote me and said, this channel, this group of people, y'all, the person said you're the most open-minded group of people they've come across. Well, you're welcome, TC. Grace, how you doing, darling? And I said, yeah, I wrote back. I said, we're a fun bunch. I mean, we don't take ourselves all that serious, but we do take ourselves serious, but we learn how to smile. We learn how to, just be friends, So, all right. Again, I hope you had a good hour. I learned a few things. Always do. And so we'll see you tomorrow. And thank you again. Moderators, much love. Witch Moon 73, thank you. Jackie, back at you. And Genetically Modified, it is an awesome group. I have to do it. Scotty Boy, you're right. All right, folks. Until then, because we never say goodbye. Goodbye. What does that mean? Does that mean it's good because I'm by? Or, do I have to buy something in order for it to be good? I say we'll just see each other later on. Yeah. Okay. Until then.